We are not a tutorial channel and we have no clue what we're doing. We're installing the cabinets. My arms hurt and my tummy is growling. Kind of just winging it, as with everything. Ooh, coming along. We put a heater in here and it's so much better. I'm still shivering, but so much better. Wow. I'm super stoked. I say that in every video, I swear. Installing some cabinets with my little helper. No, don't look at that. We are going to install these leather strips that I cut out into the cabinet hardware today. They are going to be little loops like that. So we are going to mark 1 inch up on this. Now I'm just going to hammer a little hole. Right. Replace the nail with the screw. You want to like hold the leather strip a little bit to keep it straight while you're doing that. Well, we are done with the hardware. This is leather hardware for cabinets. Here is the cabinet pole. Cashew, where's my little nugget though? Oh, there you are. Hi. Hi. Oh, there we go. We're installing the cabinets.
What's this yellow bit?
Seriously looking real when the cabinet doors are on there. I'm just like, we did not measure this part though. It will be okay. Officially got number 2 in there.
Number 2.
Number 3.
Oh, trace.
We have cabinets. Oh my god, they look so good.
What? Coming together.
Obviously, we don't have the last ones on yet, but
we got most of the cabinets. I gotta do the electrical in there, so
I love it.
Alright, so I think there's a pack of screws in here.
Oh yeah, the screws. I forgot we needed screws.
I brought myself. I'm ready to go.
I did it. We're done, right?
I'm here.
Gonna make dinner yet. Wow, Jam!
Back to the corner there.
Yeah. We're fine. This is legit in the exact corner. We got this all for free. We also need to make sure this opens, you know? It's pretty heavy. It's a double one. My arms hurt and my tummy is growling.
The extender, an extended bit.
I could not survive on the reality shows I watched, to be honest. Where I have to hold things for long times. I'm already dying from a minute.
Just a casual 5 hours in the sun.
Feels like it's dropping.
It's going way lower. You know what we didn't do? What what I didn't do.
What? My arms hurt though.
Hinges. Oh, it's a solid 1/8 of an inch. It's gonna be really like you can take your hand off. You're not holding it up there on that one.
Yeah. My arms.
Hold it up on that side down.
I'm gonna put this on just for a smidge. The burn in arms.
Burn.
My arms hurt, so we need to figure this out. Or I need to put this down.
Okay. Is this where we want it?
I don't know.
A little bit over. I don't want to do it again, to be honest.
Yeah, it's good enough. The whole build is good enough.
Alright.
Okay, these are the last screws we have, so we can't lose any. Well, I guess there's 5. So we can only lose 1. It looks awesome. I can't believe we have a mega cabinet. Okay, let's put this last one in so we can see what it looks like all together.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
I say we just screw one in at, let's not even really measure it. Just screw it at one end of what looks good to you. Alright, and now we want to measure the bottom of it. See what that is. These freaking hinges. You're probably supposed to screw them in first and then put in the boards to them. Alright. Sweet. Thank you, Billy.
I can believe it.
That's great.
I have painted the under cabinets. Not so great of a job that I did, but I'm gonna do another coat after they're installed. I was just trying to do as much work inside the nice warm house. Next up is installing these.
How's it going over there?
We're doing it.
Yeah.
Second undercab panel installed. I am working on starting to get these panels mounted underneath the metal cabinets. So I've already done a couple just to trial and error the process and kind of just winging it as with everything. So I already cut out all these boards a couple weeks ago. I did them in about like 30-inch panels or so just because I didn't want the weight of them to fall down. So I thought smaller panels would be better. We are then gluing them into place. Yay, it still fits. We are zip tying them also to the metal grates so that they are glued and zip tied, and hopefully going down any crazy dirt roads, they will stay up. First step required is to figure out where and holes need to be drilled for the zip ties. It's just like a loose clamp right now. Also, I literally have to use my head to hold these cabinets up. We did not think about, as usual, order of operations on how to execute tasks because we are not a tutorial channel and we have no clue what we're doing. So I've come up with a system of like basically doing 4 zip ties across, 4 zip ties in the back. Let's see, like 3 going this way and then doing 1 more row in the middle to hold them all up because the glue is only going to go around the rectangular portion on the outside, so we want to zip tie the middle. The black dots, those are the Sharpie marks where I've basically notated where I'm going to zip tie everything. In hindsight, I should have done the burlap last, but neither here nor there. It wasn't too expensive, and also these are just shelves. They're going to be covered by things, so not the end of the world. I've sharpied it through basically to make little outlines in the actual panel itself. So let's see what comes out. We have little dots outlining where I need to drill all the holes. So that is the next step. Next, we're just gonna sand. I'm just gonna re-drill the holes on this side. Voila, that is the prepared board. So now it's actually time for, it's a little more labor intensive, but it's definitely a lot more fun for me to get it installed. It's like the end of the project when you're like checking off the to-do list. Okay, so the tools for this, I'm using 4-inch zip ties and liquid nails, extreme heavy duty, because it's so freaking cold that the heavy duty one wasn't going to work in the temperatures that we're working in. So extreme heavy duty. I'm basically going to glue around the outside and then also add some glue around here, and we're gonna clamp it up before we start zip tying. It's important. Wow, I know what to clamp it in place. Okay, and now for the zip tying. We've got 4 out of 7 panels installed. Looking better. We are almost done installing the undercab panels. Just got this last corner to go, but they don't fit quite right. Need to do just a little bit of trimming on them. Yay, it fits. Now I just need to install it. Forgot to press the record button for the last panel, so just use your imagination.
Imagination.
But it's installed. Would you look at that? We got all our under cabinet panels installed now. Woo! Got that. And now it's time for the beautification process. I've already started using this plastic wood filler in white to basically close up all the holes. After that gets all filled and dried and sanded, we can do one final coat of paint on it and we can call it quits on the cabinet. Woo! The gaps between the panels with this elasto patch. If you remember back to the drywall days, it was a challenge to do that. Well, I bought this. Don't think it was the right decision still because it's textured, but we are too deep now. It's also a lot more chemically than I am happy with. Overall, not the worst, but you know, one of those decisions where I gotta try a lot of products to figure out what works and what doesn't. So I think I'm gonna add this to the maybe pile. Probably need to let this dry a little bit and go back over a couple more areas, but it's supposed to be paintable. It's supposed to kind of like be malleable with the movement and not shrink or crack. So fingers crossed. Today's goal is to paint the under cabinets, which I've been installing for like a week or so. I have been working on patching up all of the holes and basically giving it the appearance of one long piece of panel. But yeah, I've been working on it for so long, so I'm just excited to paint. So hopefully, so right now I'm going to finish up some final bits of sanding and prepping. Overall, things are moving and grooving. We got our Magic Chef oven in. Amazing. Just amazing. I am so excited. It looks so good in here. Okay, we're gonna get started for reals.
5 minutes later.
It's painting day. I'm very excited. I think this is kind of like the last step to finishing up, I think, our upper and lower cabinets, because we're done with this one. So let's get painting. Personally, I'm motivated by a check mark. Like, literally I have to write it down on my to-do list so I can check it off. Would be curious to know if anyone else is right there with me. Didn't happen unless you checked it off. Am I right, people? Okay, I'm back in my painting outfit, gray on gray.